get this show on the road. It's your girl, Nikki Knowsnow, here in London, United Kingdom. Type in the chat where you're currently from. This is our Bells of Bitcoin very, very special edition. UK meets Nigeria, all right? I am super excited right now. This is going to be an amazing session with myself here, of course, Nikki Knowsnow, and also an amazing chairwoman of Nigeria, the one and only Bukky Osinowo. So we have a treat for you ladies and gentlemen tonight, all right? So this is open to men and females. So this is your last 30 seconds to get anybody that's supposed to be on this call on this call. I want to make sure we got our notebooks, our pens, we are good. I'm seeing so many places in that chat box right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are all one family right now. We are one family with one goal, one mission, and that is impact, all right? And so we're giving you another 15 seconds to get yourself into this meeting, get your friends, your family, whoever you need to get into this meeting, because we are going to be shutting it down today. All right. Another 10 seconds, guys, and we are going to kick this call right off. All right. I'm seeing Manchester. What's up? Give me a wave, guys. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you're excited. Give me a two-handed wave. If you give me two hands, I know you are ready to go. Come on. Let's go. I'm seeing, Nigeria, London, Manchester. Yes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm excited, guys. First of all, I'm super, super grateful that I am here, that I am well, that we have the technology to be able to link up all over the world to discuss what we say is the Bells of Bitcoin. But more importantly, it's not just for females, right? We named it the Bells of Bitcoin, but actually the reason why it was called that is because initially it had the kind of stigma that women couldn't trade, women couldn't really get into this industry. And so we really wanted to make it clear that actually we can get into this industry. In fact, when we come in, we can do big things. So how many females on this call right now know that we can do big things? I want you to type big, because 2021 is not about playing it small. 2021 is not about messing about. 2021 is not about ifing and butting and shoulda, coulda, woulda. 2021 is about doing big things. It is the year of abundance. It's the year for us to be able to manifest what it is that we want, and we're going to play big, guys. We ain't playing small. This is not a game of, this is not the time to be playing small. This is the time to go all in. This is the time to go do big things. It's time to step out the comfort zone. 2021, if 2020 has taught us anything, is that we are not going to be playing it small. We're not going to be in our comfort zone. It's time for extraordinary action, guys. How many of you know that it's time to jump? Jump in January, right? It's time to jump. It's not next week, not next year, not next month. It's now. The time is now, guys. Type jump in the chat if you know that it's time for you to jump. It's time for you to jump. It's time for you to jump, guys. Right? So we're on this call today not only to celebrate amazing entrepreneurship, but we're on this call to really talk about how important it is to get yourself in position, what it really takes to be successful. All right? So I want you to make sure that you have your notebooks, your pens together. Get ready for this, guys, because it's no joke. This is no joke right now. This is a big deal. This is a very, very big deal. We're in a season right now where the decisions you make can affect you for the rest of your life. So let me just introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nikki Knowsnow. I've been in investing for most of my life. By the age of 21, I had my first £1 million property portfolio. I worked in the banking industry for 15 years alongside some of the senior executives where I was traveling around the world, helping, the bankers be able to change their life and to be able to grow, when it comes to service. Now, a lot of people think because you're in a bank, you know about trading, but I didn't. I was in customer service, guys. I was helping the bankers be able to provide better services for their customers. So I had no idea about trading or nothing like that. All right. Now, one of the things at very, very, a young age for me is that I understood that I needed something more. Anybody on this call know that you need more than where you are? Mediocre, just doing okay was never enough for me. Put more in the chat if you understand that, guys, right? More, something that I always craved was more. And so I always made sure that I just, put myself in environments around people that had more. I never felt comfortable, around people that were just happy to just stay as they are. That wasn't where, that I didn't feel comfortable like that. I always wanted to be around people that wanted more, more, more out of life. Be able to help people more, be able to give back more, right? I always wanted to be around people that wanted more. And so I was able to connect with some amazing individuals that had more. Now, I remember truly when I first got into this industry, the word chairman, chairwoman was like, you could find them, on your hands. There was not a lot of them. It wasn't like how it is now, where everywhere you look, you see a chairman, right? It was hard to find chairmen. It was hard to find chairwomen, right? And I remember just looking around, seeing some, like trying to desperately find these chairwomen. And I'm like, listen, I want to be friends with these chairwomen. I want to know who these chairwomen are. I want to get friends with the chairman. I want to be friends with, these people that have more. Because you have to understand, guys, that if you want more, you have to surround yourself with people that have more and are always striving for more, right? And so I began to search and I began to look, and it was hard. It was hard to find, chairmen, chairwomen that kind of resonated with where I was coming from, that maybe looked like me, that maybe talked like me, that understood, the struggles of a woman, how we have to multitask with children and how we have to do different things. It was hard to find those individuals. And then I came across this amazing lady. And I remember this because we were at an event and I came across this woman. I'd heard about her before, but I'd never really, met her. And that was the first time, we met up. And we was at an event together. We were both booked to speak at this event. And she was booked to close the event. I remember I was a Platinum 5000 at the time. And this woman was a Chairman 10. And I remember hearing her story for the first time and I was blown away, guys. And I'm not going to share too much of her story because she's going to come on and share that with you. But what I remember is hearing her talk with passion, hearing her talk with conviction, how she'd found something that was going to change Nigeria. She found something that was going to change the world, and she was on a mission to help other people to be able to tap into this thing that she found. Now, I manifested to be friends with chairwomen, right? It was something that I prayed for. I don't know anybody on this call right now that you feel maybe you've outgrown the friends that you're around, or maybe you feel like you're always the one that's serving, you're always the one giving, but you don't have individuals in your life that you can really grow with or that can pour into you as well as you pouring into them. And I saw this woman and I said, I want this woman to be my friend. It might sound so silly to you guys, but you see, at that point, money was not my issue. My issue was being around people that money wasn't their issue. Because if money is not your issue, but you're surrounded by people that money is their issue, then always money will be your issue. So I wanted to be around people that also understood that money wasn't their issue. And this woman inspired me. She, the way she spoke, the way that she commanded the stage, and her story just really melted my heart. And I was like, I want to be friends with this woman. And we caught up at the end of the event. We exchanged numbers. And from then we began to build a friendship. And we really, linked up, and we went out, and she came to the UK, and I was planning on going to Nigeria before the whole lockdown situation happened. And this woman is now not just like a business partner or someone in the company, but she's an actual friend to me, a friend that if it wasn't for her, guys, there's certain things in my business that I wouldn't have implemented. I tell you this, how many of you like HFX right now? How many of you like HFX right now? Put HFX in the chat. Right? Now, I remember we were doing a trading session, and Bukky said to me, "Yo, Nikki, are you on the HFX wave?" I was like, "Well, not really." She was like, "Sis, you need to plug into HFX. You're missing a trick right now." Now, I want to just show you something right now when it comes to women and competition. How many of you know that there's some females out there that would not give you the secrets to success, that will not put you on game? Now, this sister of mine, she put me on game. She was like, "Yo, Nikki, I need you to come onto HFX. Come and experience this thing. Come and see what it's about, because we're killing it in this game." And I know we're recording this call, but Homegirl sent me some screenshots, guys. And I was like, yo, I saw Queen's screenshots. I said, "Sis, you don't even have to say no more. You don't have to send them up." And, in vice versa, I was talking to her about gold and what we were doing with our gold trader fund. And we were exchanging. We call it cross-pollination, guys. Who are you cross-pollinating with right now? Right? And so we began to cross-pollinate. We linked up. She came over to the UK for the convention. And, it was amazing to, link up again and so forth. But what is the moral of the story, guys? Your net worth is so connected to your network. Right? Your network is your net worth. Who are you connected to now? And every time we have conversations, we are never conversating about anything negative. We're never conversating about lack. We are excited in our conversations. We're talking about great things that's going to help us grow. And, she's giving me tips and I'm giving her tips, and we're bouncing off of each other. And that is what, that's what I love about the community that we're in now. You can be around like-minded people. Who do you choose to be around in this season? On the back of my connections with this amazing individual, I believe that was a turning point in the growth of this organization, my organization, our organization, because there were some little tips and tricks that helped us along the way. So with that being said, guys, I want to bring up an amazing individual. You know who she is. You've seen her on the flyer. All right. And I want us to really give her a welcome, really honor what she's got to say. Pay attention, guys, because when this woman talks, your wallet will be filled. When this woman speaks, you have to see growth. And if you don't see growth, then that means you're not listening. You're not paying attention. So with that being said, guys, I want to welcome on to the stage right now a woman that was the very first female chairwoman, the very first chairwoman actually in Nigeria, right? And we already know what happens in Nigeria, guys. We already know the struggles out there. For her to build an organization of over 500 students in Nigeria, guys, the very first female of Nigeria, my friend, my good friend, the one and only Chairwoman 10, Chair 2500 loading right now, Miss Bukky Osinowo. Hey, Bukky, what's up, girl?
I'm doing good. Super, super excited. I'm super pumped up to be on this call. It's a privilege. It's an honor that I do not take for granted. Come on, guys. If you can hear me, please type in numbers 111. We're going to bring the roof down right here. We need to create some energy. Just give it to me, guys. Type in the numbers 111 for superstars who know they're on their way to financial freedom. Let me see you type the numbers 111 for people who are going chairman on this call today, women who are going to bring in financial freedom, women who know they're going to take the kitchen, they're going to take the home fronts, but they will take the space when it comes to money as well. People who will buy their husband's Mercedes-Benz cars, who will write the checks, who will pay the bills sometimes. Type in the numbers 111. Come on, keep it coming, superstars. Keep it coming, superstars. I want to celebrate Nikki. I want to give honor to whom it's truly due, right? Nikki is my friend is my sister from another mother. I call her my Jamaican sister. She's yet to take me to Jamaica, but she's promised that she will take me to Jamaica. I'm not going to let her go. It's something she's got to do. I can't have a Jamaican sister and not go and get to know Jamaica. So guys, I want to celebrate this Amazon. This woman is truly, truly phenomenal in every way, possible. This woman is tenacious, she's resilient, she's totally committed to the call. A woman with a heart of diamond. Everybody has a heart of gold, but I say that Nikki has a heart of diamond. She's a super leader. She has a heart for everybody. Her commitment is to see everybody win, which is truly, truly unusual. I can tell you, this is uncommon. A lot of people struggle with the teams they belong to, with the leaders they've come under. There's always issues, animosity. There are leaders who have issues with all their team members, is one thing or the other, unhealthy competition here and there. But in this woman that is sitting right here before you in my favorite color, red, tonight, you've got one of the best that we have in I Am Mastery Academy globally. She's a woman that fears God. She has love for people. Her mandate is to make financial freedom super common. She has something for women. It's always a woman's thing. And that's just like me. She's another woman who holds out for the woman fold. We believe in the womanhood. We believe that times have changed. The position, the place of the woman is no longer just in the kitchen. 20 years ago, they'll tell us that the woman belongs to the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, the few gentlemen that have sneaked on this call, because I recognize one from my team, Pastor Kola, the position of a woman in the 21st century is not just in the kitchen. Yes, we will do the kitchen. We will keep the home front together. But guys, we want to write the checks as well. We want to roll out the brand new cars as well. We want to do big things as well. We want to roll out big in the investment front as well. So things have changed. Women, do not let anybody sell you a lie. Do not let anybody hold you down because they think you're a woman. What a man can do, a woman can also do, even better in some cases. So don't let anybody use your gender to hold you from achieving God's purpose, all God's ultimate for your life. So back to Nikki, I want to give it back to you. This woman is a super duper woman. People tell me that I have massive, great work ethics, that I'm totally unstoppable. I'm a hard worker, but I've seen it in Nikki too. This woman just doesn't stop. We talk every time, we bounce off each other. Just like she has rightly said, I pick her brain all the time. I want to know what's going, because there is this thing about law of association. I'm sure you guys have heard it over and over again. And I'm going to tell you guys tonight, it is powerful. Do not ignore it. A lot of people are broken out today just because of the association they're keeping. If you want to become a millionaire, you have no business hanging out with people that are broke. I'm not telling you to stop talking to them. You need to stay in contact with them so you can motivate them. But do not stay at their level. If you want to go millionaire, what you need to do is to look around for the millionaires that are closest to you and attract them into your life. Use the power behind the law of attraction. Guys, it does work. So celebrating you all the way, my sister, my Jamaican sister. Thank you for what you're doing for the entire community. We're truly blessed to have you. It's not just your team that is blessed. The entire I Am Mastery Academy is super blessed to have a Nikki Knowsnow. Please help me celebrate greatness in the life of the superwoman by typing the numbers 222 this time. The numbers 222. 222. Come on. Learn to celebrate greatness, because this is it. What you celebrate, you attract. Is that orange juice you're having, by the way? I'm having the same pure orange juice. Actually, great mind think alike. Guys, you can't have all the money and not look after your health. So we try to work on that as well. You keep the spirit, soul, and the body together. Type in the numbers 111 to celebrate the leader in the house, the visionary on this team, the woman, the set house of the set woman of this house, who is committed to make financial freedom super common, shaking the whole city of London and beyond, moving it, winning people over, liberating people from the grip of poverty. Guys, I want to celebrate you. I want to congratulate you. If you're a woman on this call and you found yourself here, I want to tell you that nothing happens by coincidence. Life is spiritual. How many people agree with me? Life is deeply, highly spiritual. 90% of the things we experience and see in life are things that has actually happened in the spiritual. So when we work with God, we manifest and we bring them into manifestation. You are on this call today because God has ordained it even before the foundations of the heart that you will find yourself on the call. I don't know if you're joining the call as a guest or you're a member of a team already in I Am Crushing It with Nikki Knowsnow. Whatever your position is, God wants you to be on those calls. There's a reason for everything. And there might just be a word for you. There might just be a word that will be the turning point, the tipping point for you in your life and indeed in your business. So I celebrate every one of you. I want to let you know that I love you guys. I truly, truly appreciate you. You guys are like my family. When I come to your team, when I roll in your team, it feels like home. I remember the last time I was there, which was last year, just before the lockdown. Nikki, it was good that you made that move because subsequently we couldn't hold any physical meeting anymore. I was in London for the convention and Nikki said, we have to make this happen. And just before the lockdown, I think it was early March, we had that event in Southeast London and it was totally packed out. And it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. You know, you guys are truly, truly warm. So I congratulate everyone. I celebrate you. You guys are Amazons. You are superstars that is well on their way to financial freedom. Now, my name is Bukky Osinowo. For people who are getting to know me for the very first time, you're looking at my pretty face. I live in Nigeria, but you know, I came back to Nigeria about 10 years ago, but I'm actually British. I hold dual nationality. So UK, for some of you who don't know, is actually home for me. You know, I lived in UK for 20 years straight. I had my degrees in the United Kingdom. I worked as a top professional for years, and I shot through the roof, but I wasn't satisfied with working with someone. I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I knew there was more to me. You know, some of us like this, we carry something so big. We're so restless until we find it, we don't stop. Even though I was getting paid good money, I still wasn't happy. I just hated the rat race of work, jumping on the train. Being woken up by alarm clock was one of the things that I hated the most. You know, in winter, it's already 6 a.m., but it's still pretty dark. Everywhere is still dark, and the alarm goes on you, and you're grumpy. I get to work at 8 o'clock, but I can't function till about 11 because I'm still angry because I was woken up by the alarm clock. And that was my life for 20 years, pretty much, you know. Rat race. I was a single parent for half of the time. You know, I was the cook, I was the nanny, I was the cleaner. I picked up the grocery at Tesco. I was the mechanic. I did everything. Women in the house, you know what I'm saying. So I was really, really tired of that. So that was my background, you know, lived in UK for a while. And then I got tired, you know, I'd acquired a number of properties. I was doing real estate. Even though I had a career, I had a business, I still wanted more. You know, if you're somebody that is destined to be great, you're just never satisfied. You know, good is never good enough for someone who is meant to be great. You know, they're just that missing puzzle and you just never settle until you find it. So even though I had a good job, right, as a professional, I was in the a project management sector. As a program manager, you're paid very well, but I still wasn't good. You know, it was still pretty much living from hand to mouth. The money was coming in, good pay, but it wasn't good for someone like me. I wanted the better life. I wanted the good life. I want the best of the best, if you know what I mean. So after a while, I thought about it. I said, okay, let me come back to Nigeria. Let's see what is happening there. Let's see what we can make happen back home. You know, so I sold a couple of properties and I came back to Nigeria pretty loaded. I had good money. I bought a Mercedes Benz. I ordered it from United States of America. So I came to Nigeria big, you know, but I wasn't prepared because I've left the country for over 20 years. So I was just a returnee, if you know what I mean. I left Nigeria in my teenage age, never worked in Nigeria. So I didn't even understand how harsh the terrain is. So I just came back, had my plans, but the Nigerian environment will shake your plans even to the roots because it's a third world country and you know the peculiarities that we have here. What works in the West doesn't work here. You know, basic things that we have in the Western world is not what it is here in Nigeria. So there were those challenges. And before I knew it, to cut the long story short, I came back, you know, with a nice car. In fact, a couple of cars I had. I came back with cash. I had my business plan all sorted out. But give it a couple of years, I ran out of money. The capital, the profit, everything had gone. I just didn't have money anymore. And here I was as a single parent coming back to Nigeria. It wasn't a good place to be. So I had two choices, ladies and gentlemen. I had two choices. Number one, it was either I dust my passport and run back to where I came from, which was London in United Kingdom, or I stick it back here. I fight. I put up a fight. If people are winning here, I have no reason not to win. Let me tell you guys the cheat code. The easier way would have been to run back. That would have been the easier alternative for me. But I chose the latter. I was going to fight. There was nowhere I was going to go back to a life that I did not like. Because as a single parent, it was pretty tough for me. And I didn't like the weather. I hate the winter, right? Because I like to show off my, my Gucci's, all my, you know what I'm talking about, ladies in the house. Come on, you know. So I couldn't do that. So I didn't like it. I wanted to come to Nigeria. It's warmer. You can hire anything. You can have a cook, you can have a driver. So I wanted all that comfort. So I decided to choose the less traveled path. And guys, I need you to learn something from that. There's somewhere I'm going. There's a lesson to be picked from that. I'm just going to share my story. And in the course of sharing my story, you will pick one or two things. Right. The truth of the matter is that the less traveled path is usually not the easy one, obviously, but usually it's the one that actually leads you to your dreams and goals. But unfortunately, the majority will take the easier route. And for me, it wasn't an option. So I decided to stick it here and put up a fight. And I started fighting. So I went into a couple of businesses, I kept doing one thing or the other, but I had no true fulfillment. I was just doing everything that brought money, anything that brought to my table, as long as it is legitimate, I was in, I wanted to do it. Okay. So I was there struggling, hustling, as they say. And it was okay. I was, making some money, not the kind of money that I desired at that time. And then somebody walked up to me. He's someone I've known. He's my upline leader in this business, my chairman upline leader. He's a gentleman that I've known for years. We've done a couple of businesses together, my early days of getting back to Nigeria. And he's a man of integrity, he's a believer, he's someone I have so much respect for. So he sent me a message, calls me one day and said, Bukky, I have something big for us. And I think this is it for us. And I wanted that once and for all kind of business, because we've done a business together and I didn't quite make a lot of money from it. So he knew that I'm an entrepreneur and I wanted something. So he sent that opportunity to me and I looked at it and it said, Forex, Forex, Forex. I was totally biased. I was like, who does Forex? Is this what you have for me? You were going on as if it's a contract deal or it's $1 billion importation business, because at that time I was just stuck on traditional businesses, if you know what I mean. So to me, I'm like, who does Forex? Forex sounds like something that, big institutions, banks, high net worth individuals, people who know a lot of numbers do. How can you ask me, a regular girl who even struggled with mathematics in school, how can you ask me to come and do Forex? Something that is predominantly numbers. This guy must be having a joke. You say you know me. You don't really know me, because if you know me, you know that numbers are not my thing. I can do everything but do numbers. So I said no to this gentleman. I said no. My response to him at that time, initially, to the I am opportunity, was a capital no. And I stuck to my no for 4 months straight, right? I have a strong personality, guys. So I did. I stuck to my no. I wasn't going to move and I was doing my thing. And God was beginning to restore me financially at that time. I got hold of a business that was putting good money on my table. So I was, getting back. I was being restored. Money was not an immediate issue. I hadn't gotten there, but I wasn't hungry, if you know what I mean. So it was pretty good. It was a place of comfort. But your comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen, is your broke zone. Comfort is good. It's nice and easy, but that's not where God wants you. Some of you on this call, you need to push yourself. Some of you on this call, your next level demands that push. Are you going to stretch a little bit? Just do it one more time. Some of you are on the verge of quitting. And I'm saying to you, quitting is not a number. It's not a name that should be on your list. It's not an option for you. I tell you, the only set of people who don't win in life are the people who quit because they quit too soon. I'll say that again. Everybody eventually wins if they don't quit. And I can prove it to you. I can prove it to you. Elon Musk today stands as the wealthiest man in the world. Do you know how many times this man failed? If you don't know, please go and read up on him. It's good to know Elon Musk in his 40s. He stands as the wealthiest man in the world, worth over 200 billion US dollars. That's good money. That's crazy. He's still under 50. He's a young man. Where he is today is so desirable. But can you pay the price this man paid? Can you do it over and over and over and over and over again? Can you keep doing it? Can you go one more time? Can you go one more time? You became a P150, and then your 3 people that you brought in quit on you. So what? Give it another shot. Go for another 3, and then go for another 12, and go for another 30, and smash through the ranks. Who said it was going to be easy, ladies? Nobody promised that it was going to be easy. What we are telling you, ladies, is that it's going to be worth it for you. I can tell you over and over again, when I talk about those things, it brings tears to my eyes. Some of my team members know me, I'm very teary. I can burst into tears because when I see people living mediocre lifestyles, I just don't understand it. The opportunity is there. People only quit too soon. That's it. That's the problem. Prosperity, abundance. The top is your birthright. Do you know you don't even have to pray to get to the top? Because that's the purpose and the will of God for you by default. Abundance and prosperity is your birthright. You don't beg for your birthright. You don't pray for your birthright. Divine health is your birthright. You just declare who you are on a daily basis through the power of affirmation, through the power of your spoken word. Guys, you need to be big on mindset. Your mindset is everything. So I was there, and I wasn't going to say yes. I wasn't going to change my mind. But this man drove to my office. I had a tiny office very close to my house at that time. I like to get out of home and go into my office so I can receive people, you know. So I had this tiny office that I was sharing with my sister at that time. And he drove to my office. He called me, said, Bukky, you're saying no to this opportunity because you don't understand the power and the possibility in this space. And I'm an open-minded person. Anything people bring to my table, I'll check it out. I may not do everything because definitely everything is not for me. I'm not the jack of all trades. I don't hop here and there. Some of you on this call, you've tried so many companies within a year. I am totally committed and dedicated to the call. Whatever I set my eyes to do, I give it my total best, right? So this guy came and he shared the opportunity with me that time, broke it all down to me again. He said, Bukky, you have a bias because you don't understand. This is powerful. This is a skill set that can change it all for you. You don't need to know mathematics to do this. That's a bias. And then I thought about it. You know, after he had the presentation with me, I threw him a lot of questions. And I looked at it. And I remember the words of Richard Branson. In case you don't know who Richard Branson is, go and Google him up. He's a billionaire as well. That's the man behind the Virgin Group of companies, the flight that we all take all over the world when we're doing our luxury vacation. That's the mind behind it. It's a billionaire as well. So this man says, if someone shows you an opportunity, for our guest on the call, you need to listen to this. Somebody comes to you and presents a business opportunity to you, and everything sounds gibberish to you. You've never heard a word of it in your life before. You don't even know how to go about it. You don't even understand what it's saying. What a smart person does is to say yes, and then you go back and learn it. What it's saying is that you take the opportunity first, and then you go back and learn it. And because he's a billionaire, is someone that has achieved some level of results. He has gotten where I want to go to. I had to listen. I remember the words of Richard Branson. And I said to Francis, I don't understand this. I've never traded before. I've never even been close to someone who's traded the financial market. Nevertheless, this makes sense to me. I think I'm going to give it a go. He said, are you going to sign up today? I said, no. Let me pray about it. I'm a woman of faith. I don't go anywhere without God. And I left my office that day. 3 days later, I couldn't sleep for 2 days. And for me, it takes a lot to take my sleep. I can sleep on water anywhere comfortable. I knock off. Them days when I used to be broke, I would still sleep, girls. I'll sleep. When I wake up, we start thinking about the lack of money. I don't have those issues. Some people can't sleep when they have broke problem. I will still sleep. That's how bad it is. I don't know whether that's good or bad, but I don't have sleep problem, right? I don't need tablets to go to sleep. I sleep well. So I couldn't sleep. I was totally restless in my spirit. First day, second day. The last time I lost my sleep was when I was going through the divorce, and I lost
I think Bukky cut out there. We'll wait for her to get back. She'll be back, guys. Let's just be patient and we'll get her back. She'll be back. We'll just wait for her to come back. How many of you are feeling fired up right now? I know I'm fired up. Right now. We'll just wait for her to clock back in. Too much fire. Yeah, too much fire, guys. Too much fire. Too much fire. Let me just make sure that she can get back. Yeah, she's just coming back on, guys. Just wait for her to come back in. That was too much heat. Just listening to Bukky remind us of those events that we had. So powerful. So powerful, those events. Can you imagine, like, being in the front row seat and having that experience? Like, just hearing the words of wisdom in a front row seat. I tell you, it's worth more than, how much would you guys pay for like a concert, like a Beyonce upfront ticket, or Boys to Men when they were lit right at the front? Those concerts, right? It's worth more than that. I tell you, powerful. Lives change. We were on the stage together and it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm talking about powerful, like, transformation. People transforming, literally. Like, this type of information, boy, you'd have to pay thousands for. She's coming back on now, guys. She's just logging in. You'd have to pay thousands for. I mean, yeah, she broke the internet. Too much flames. Someone said she broke the internet. Too much flames, guys. Too much flames. Yeah, it was powerful. Absolutely powerful. Those event days. Can't wait for them to come back. Can't wait to go back on our girls' trips. Oh, can't wait for it. It's going to be powerful. We haven't even started yet, guys. We have not even started. The event days were just, too powerful. I hope we're all getting the clues in what she's saying there. Like, take the clues. Let me just let her back in. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this. Really key clues in what Bukky's saying. Let's see if it will allow me to unmute. Let's see. Powerful. comments. I can see. Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. Excellent. You should be able to unmute now, Bukky.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you so much, Nikki. Sorry, guys, for that interruption. We do get that in Nigeria from time to time. But you know what? I came ready. I came ready. I am a step ahead of the devil. The devil has lost because he doesn't want someone to hear this. Somebody on this call needs to hear something that is going to change their life. Your next level in life depends on one single information that we're going to put out on this call today. So the devil is going to fight. I need you guys to be spiritual. All right, but we're going to get to the end of this. So I came ready. I have a backup. If this throws me out again, I'm going to change my network again. So guys, back to my story. I decided to hop on after I prayed. And because I didn't have the sleep wasn't coming, I knew the spirit was telling me something. So I needed to be sensitive in the spirit. And I knew God was saying something. And the only prayer I said was a very simple prayer. I said, God, if indeed you have called me into this, because this is not an option that I would naturally go for. This is not something I would naturally opt for, because I had a limiting belief, because that's all it is, ladies on the call. It was a limiting belief. I thought I couldn't do it because I didn't know maths in school. I thought this was beyond me. It was just a limiting belief, you know. So I decided to do it, and I just said a simple prayer. God, I want you to give me speed, give me acceleration, give me results that will cross any shadow of doubt that indeed you have called me into this. And ladies and gentlemen, 6 months into the game, we knew that God was with us because we were killing it and we were crushing the numbers crazy. We were taking the whole of Nigeria and beyond. So we knew that indeed, you know, God has brought me into this. And cut the long story short, we're here today. Looking at my journey to becoming a chairman, I must let you know, if I stay here, if I stay on the call today and tell you that it's all been hunky-dory, I wouldn't be telling you the truth. You know, I said something earlier on. I said, leaders, great people don't promise that it's going to be easy. No great person, no wealthy person will tell you that the road was easy. What they promise you is that it will be worth every pain. I need you guys to write this down. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like quitting on your dreams, remember this. It's a short-term pain for a lifetime gain. Short-term pain for a lifetime gain. Just write that somewhere. It's a short-term pain for a lifetime of gain. So I had the goal. For me, from day one, it was chairman or nothing. I came in totally resolved. So we started working. I had a team of crazy people, beast leaders who were ready to run, people who were as crazy as I am. So we started running every nook and cranny. We were talking to everybody. We were just crazy. If there's a church meeting somewhere, we will be there in our branded t-shirts, caps. We will go and speak life to them because I am his life, guys. That is it. Salvation in Christ is good. That is life. That's what brings you total life, redemption. But don't forget about it. Living also has a lot to do with money. Your pocket is important. The size of your pocket is very important. Don't let anybody tell you that money is not important. It's a statement only a mediocre will make. Because they're failing, they downplay the importance of money. The Bible says money answers all things. Girls, money is a defense. You don't have money, you're vulnerable. Your kids are defenseless. That's what it means. Don't let nobody sell you a lie. Oh, money is not everything. We're not saying money is everything. Money is a lot of things. Some of them will tell you money doesn't buy happiness. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Money does not buy happiness. I won't argue that. But does poverty buy happiness? Have you seen a poor person that jumps around excited every day? It's a lie. This is something they say to themselves to keep small, to stay small, to play small. It's a way of excusing their mediocrity. They're failing. Nothing is working for them. I bet they like money. They like the Ferraris too. They like the Rolls Royce. They want to get into Mayfair, London and shop away. But they don't have it. They can't do it. They think they can't do it. So they They make themselves feel good by saying money is not everything. And they make you feel having money is a sin. Ladies, there's nothing noble about being broke. The Bible says the poor man has no friends. Even his neighbors, they hate him. His friends, his family, his siblings, they hate him. So you're wondering why your neighbors don't like you. You have money and watch whether that neighbor can ignore you. When you have some money, nobody can ignore you. It empowers you. Results cancels insult. So don't let people give you that negative mindset and they'll be telling you money is not important. Money is not everything. There's nothing noble about being poor. You can be rich and still make heaven. In fact, you can have the biggest mansion in heaven. It's about time Christians know that. Don't let nobody lie to you and tell you that, yes, indeed, Angela, come on, results cancels insult. You go and make the money and wonder how many people can ignore you. How many people can ignore a Nikki Knowsnow? We all know she has the result. This woman is on fire. She's going somewhere. It wasn't so from the beginning. You all know this woman's story. At some point, a lot of people could ignore her. When she had all the debt issue, all the issues, she didn't even understand what was going on. So how could anybody else understand her? But when things begin to change for you and God begins to lift you, especially in the area of your mind, finances, a lot of people cannot ignore you. Then you know how many friends you truly have. Now you don't know because you're still average. Dare to be more than average. And you'll see that apparently you have a lot of friends. Guys, this is life. I'm speaking life to you. This is how it truly is. So eventually I decided to say yes because I couldn't sleep and I prayed to God, give me speed. We started running everywhere we were there. We were crazy. Guys, we were crazy. Just recently, my daughter and I were talking about it. I have a 12-year-old daughter and we're very close like that. One of those days when we were doing the run up to chairman, one of the things we do in Nigeria, I know you guys don't do that in United Kingdom, which is good for you. You guys have it a lot easier than we do in Africa, because the way we do things, the way we recruit, some of the things are not the same way you guys do it, right? In Africa, some things work for us. We get on the radio, we get on TV, and to get the best of radio slots, you have to be at the radio station by 6 a.m., which meant I needed to leave my house by 4 a.m. in the morning. Crazy. So we will book radio slots because we wanted to be heard. I wanted to get on air at what we call drive time. Drive time is that time when most people are trying to push themselves into work. That is when you get the most audience and obviously the highest conversion and responses. So we will book those early hour radios. A lot of traffic in Lagos City, where I live, is the capital city of Nigeria. Well, it used to be, but still the most populated city in Nigeria. And we will leave my house by 5 a.m. in the morning. It's still pretty dark. It's still quite unsafe, but we got to do what we got to do. And we'll start driving. So what I'll do, my daughter sleeps in my bed. She still does, even at 12. That's how close we are. I don't know how I'm going to do that. When I get married, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that girl. But for now, she still does. She has her own pretty room all set up, but she will still sleep in my room, on my bed. So I'll wake up quietly. I'll tiptoe. I won't switch on the lights, just put in the bedside light. Just wanted to sneak out on her, but then she'll just turn and I'm not there. And then she'll open her eyes and go, "Mommy, where are you going?" "I'm going off to radio." You know how it is. And she was only 8 years old at that time. One day, so I kept doing that. It was a daily thing, almost on a daily basis. Don't forget, guys, that I told you that I was tired of UK because of the rat race of work. If I could live in UK without having a job, if I knew how I could do it at that time, I probably would have stayed back. I don't have any issues with living in UK. The problem I had was the system. But do you know what I say now proudly to the glory of God? I tell people boldly, my friends in UK, my family, I say, watch this space because one day I may just be back. Because when I come back to UK now, I'm going to live on my own terms. Do you understand that? I don't need a job for a day. I am an employer of labor. I can sit in my home all day and make money. I don't need a job for a day. My directors, I could pay them now. That is the truth. So I can come back to UK because I don't have to jump on the London Underground at 7:15. You miss that train and you're late. You hit the traffic of 8:13, or you get into that traffic of M25 for 5 hours. I don't have to do that again. That is where financial freedom puts you. That is the power being on top of your finances puts you. So tell me, Queen on the call, why won't you pay the price to get to that level? It is crazy. I don't understand people's excuses, because I tell them that if you understand the position that financial freedom puts you, I can't even describe it. My life has totally changed. I live the life of my dreams. I'll do that over and over again. It wasn't easy. It brought tears to my eyes on some days, Nikki. I will go to radio stations by 6 a.m. in the morning. I am at the radio station waiting to be called. I left the UK because I didn't want to be woken up by alarm clock. I like to sleep in the morning. I work very late into the night. And I got back to Nigeria. I was an entrepreneur, but I still needed to do what I needed to do at the beginning. But guess what my mentor told me, David Imoniti? This man said, Bukky, you are grossly underpaid now at the beginning. But if you stick it, if you keep going, keep moving, you are overworked now and you're underpaid. But it will get to a stage where you'll be underworked and overpaid. Did you get that? At the beginning, I was underpaid. I was a P150 and I was crazy running everywhere. Pick 600, I was crazy running everywhere. Could barely sleep. It was crazy. The alarm clocks that I ran from London for, I was still being woken up because I had to go to radio. And I'll take my coffee at the radio and I'll be sipping it before I'm called so I don't doze off on air or something. It was crazy. We will be stuck in traffic and then we'll be praying, God, give us a miracle. Let this traffic move so that we don't miss this radio slot. If you miss it, the money is gone, the time is gone, not coming back. And this radio slots don't come cheap. They're premium times. And we will be running up and down like a headless chicken. I have a phobia of traveling on Nigerian roads, ladies. I don't like it. The farthest I go is the city where my dad lives, which is just 45 minutes from Lagos, where I live. And then Ibadan, where I grew up. I live in Lagos City. I don't go anywhere else outside of those three places because I don't feel comfortable traveling on Nigerian roads. Do you know that being in I am, the goals and the dreams that I had for my life made me confront my fears? So what I'm saying to a lady on this call is that you've got to let your dreams be bigger than your fears. Your goals have to be massive enough for you to confront all those fears. Fears of failing, fears of what they're going to say. Let them say. Freedom of speech. When God turns around your captivity and changes your story, they're going to say again. That's okay. Pay no attention. Because they're going to call you crazy. They say you're doing them pyramid thing. Then even ignorant. What is pyramid? Pyramid is Ponzi. Network marketing is not pyramid. Anybody can get to the top in network marketing. In pyramid schemes, there's just a few people. You know the true pyramid, working for someone is the pyramid. The 9 to 5 is the pyramid, not network marketing. Ignorance makes them say things they don't even understand. So you don't want to listen to them. So we will run up and down. I confronted my fears, my phobia of traveling on the road. I'll do 8 hours journey, 7 hours journey within Nigeria on bad, crazy, dangerous roads. A lot of you might have heard of Boko Haram. They're kidnapping people everywhere. And as a woman, my team is predominantly made of women. I don't know what it is. My key leaders are women. So God surrounded me with women for something. I don't know what it is he's trying to say. And this woman, 3 of us, 4 of us will get ourselves into the car and we'll do 7 hours journey. For Nigerians on the call, there was a time I traveled from Abuja to Maiduguri, 7 hours, bad roads, bad drivers, crazy cars, broken down trailers, trucks everywhere. I was practically risking my life. But guess what? My goal was worth it. I was a woman who was not going to be stopped. I needed financial freedom. I was crazily hungry. I want to get into Selfridges and not have to look at the price tag. I look at what I like and I go for it. And that was what happened to me last year. When they when they lifted the lockdown in London last year, I just went crazy because I'd been locked down for 6.5 months and I was making crazy money. So I had money. I went into HFX at that time and I was making crazy money. So by the time Boris Johnson lifted the lockdown a little bit and said the shops could open, I was the first person at Selfridges and I was shopping from the top floor to the bottom floor. And I wasn't going to the high street sections. I was going to the Louis Vuittons. I was going to the Pradas. I was going to the Gucci's. I was going to the Ferragamo. I was going to the Rolex corners. It's always been my dream to live the life on my terms. And every time I have a friend called Bina, she's my very close friend. Anytime I'm in London, we'll hang out together. And she'll watch me and she said something. She said, "You're very, very appreciative of God." I said, "What is that?" She says, "I've noticed something. Practically every 30 minutes, you say, 'Thank you, God. I am grateful.'" And I said, "Yeah, that's my new song. Gratitude is my attitude." Because this is a woman who knows where she was coming from. I was broken, busted in London. I could barely stay on top of my game. Bills here, bills there. I came back to Nigeria. What I didn't even achieve in London, in United Kingdom, I did it in Nigeria, in a third world country. That tells you it's not the location. It has nothing to do with where you're located. It's your mindset. It's the mindset. So I said to her, "You got to be used to this. I'm sorry." It has become a personal thing. It's a natural thing. Even when I wake up in the morning and I pop my eyes open, I say, "Thank you, Jesus." Gratitude is my attitude. Those who knew me then, they know levels have changed. But it wasn't so from the beginning, ladies. When you're looking at the people high up there, when you're looking at a Paloma Sansores as a chairman 100, when you're looking at a China Bentley as a chairman 50, when you're looking at all those powerful women as a chairman leader, it wasn't so. Hello, Dami. Okay. Kenny, Nikki, I am sorry. I didn't realize that it's already 8 o'clock your time. I need to run, ladies. I got a call from the admin. I got to be on a call for 8 o'clock Nigerian time. It's gone over by 7 minutes already. I am so sorry because, guys, I came ready. I have one or more things that I wanted to share with you, but I hope I've been a blessing to someone on this call today. Come on, ladies, let gratitude be your attitude. Let gratitude be your attitude. Be grateful for everything you have. When you are grateful, you are calling for more. Those that are smart, they understand it as the power that unlocks more. Ladies, be grateful. To people God has sent your way, to your leaders who brought you into the business, gratitude should be your attitude. To my leader, Francis Gerard, that brought me into this business, gratitude is my attitude. To the Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heaven and the heart, gratitude is my attitude. To Christopher Terry, to my mentors, David Imoniti, to a Nikki Knowsnow, to powerful women that God has surrounded me with. Gratitude is my attitude. It's one of my secrets of winning, ladies. Gratitude is my attitude. It's one of the secrets of winning in life. It opens doors. It unlocks greatness. Be grateful for everything. See the best in every situation. And don't let anybody talk you out of greatness. Don't let anybody talk you out of what is your right. Prosperity is your birthright. Guys, fight for your freedom. I beg a woman on the call today, Dami, I'm going to jump on the call now. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm going to jump on the call. Please launch the call. I'm going to jump on. Gratitude is your attitude. Give honor to whom honor is due. Respect everybody. Let God fight your fight. Have the right attitude. A lot of people are locked down today because they have a stinking attitude. Attitude is everything. Guys, is it possible? I can tell you 110%. Every single woman on this call can go chairman. Don't give up on your dreams. Your dreams, your goals are too big for you to give up on. Don't quit at the slightest hurdle. Somebody quit on you, so what? Nikki knows my story. Half of my team left. They pushed everybody. They took a lot of people away before I got back to Nigeria last year. We built it back. We are numbers away from going chairman 25. It's as sure as the dawning of a new day. It has to happen because I believe. He says to them that believe, all things are possible. Lock with your leaders. Lock hands with them. Work with yourselves. Don't beef each other. Don't have nasty attitude. Let your heart be right. Work with people. You don't have it all. I don't have it all. Nikki doesn't have it all. The Bible says iron sharpens iron. Don't beef the iron God has put in your life because you're going to miss out of it. I need to jump on the call now. But guys, don't give up on your dream. We don't promise it's going to be easy, but girl, it's going to be worth it. You need to pay off that mortgage. You need to send your kids to private schools. The Harvard universities are meant for your children. Guys, fight for your freedom. The government can't fix your problem. The job alone can't make you financially free. You got to do something. Trade, build. We trade, we build. I was going to talk about HFX, guys. We're killing it. I was going to talk about crypto, girls. We are killing it. Nikki has seen some of my results. Sometimes in my pajamas, I've done in excess of $2,000 in the morning. So why won't I say thank you, Jesus? You're looking at a woman whose life has been changed 360 degrees. Mercy was what I received. But I am a woman who also does not quit. The word quit is not in my diary. I keep fighting. I keep going. Guys, I love you. I got to run. I got caught up. I wasn't even aware of the time at all. They need me back in Nigeria. I love you guys. I'll see you at the top. I'll see you at the top because the top is where you belong. Don't let everybody talk you out of greatness. The top is where you belong. I'll see every one of you at the top and not from the top. There's a difference between seeing you at the top and seeing you from the top. I don't want to get to the top and see someone there. I am going to see you guys, Pauline, Susan, Nicole, Olivia, every single woman on this call, Jocelyn. I'm going to see you at the top. I got to run, my sister. I love you, Nikki.
Yes,
Thank you for having me on the call. I'm
Guys,
so
if you're
sorry.
not following Bukky, please follow her. That's my sister. Tag her in. Follow her. This woman, listen, when she hits Chairman 25, we are going to be crying with you, sis. We love you. You already know what time it is. We'll catch up a little later. You jump on your call. We love you so, so much, guys. I just want to say, listen, we're going to wrap this call up. No long ting right now because I'm telling you guys, it's all available to you. You heard her story. She built this business not just once, twice, guys. Twice. Some people, I remember when I was talking to her and I was saying, listen, these people took 2 team members. They took 2 people from my team. She was like, girl, 2? They took my whole team. They took half of my whole team. And we began to talk, and you hear her? I built it right back again. Let me tell you, they can't take it from you. Some of us are crying because 1 or 2 people gone out of our business. I want to tell you right now that we are only just started. I want you to live your best life. Go out there, get to work, do what is required, guys. I'm just excited right now because we haven't even started yet. We have not even started yet, people, right? And so do what you got to do. As you know, there's an opportunity call today. So find out the times of the opportunity. We have one at 9 o'clock. There's a link there. But go over your notes. Look at what you got to work on. Take that action, guys. Take the action. Make it happen. It's possible for each and every one of us.